Hey everyone, I'm back again and doing another review today. Today I'll be reviewing the black Getter Robo made by a company called Sentinel. I had to import this toy from HLJ.com. They don't offer this in America. And here's the back of the box, and let me show you some of the poses this toy can do. Let's get right onto it. Really cool poses. The box looks really good. Only one thing I don't like about the box is the eyes. They don't make it color on the box art. Instead of just making it all black, just make something stand out. This is really bad marketing for this figure. The S stands out really good, and on top of this box it says Getter Robo the last day. Don't know what that means. This is the model ST02, and let's look at the figure. First thing you look at this figure, it just looks really cool. Just look at the eyes, really detailed. The whole figure is matte finish black, and just looks really awesome. Comes with a lot of accessories and comes with a cloth cape that has battle damage. You can see the little marks on the little holes on the cloth. And let's talk about this figure. This figure first saw on the webpage, got me engrossed in it because it looks really good and I like how it looks, and that's the reason why I bought it. And you know, when you buy a new company's products, you don't know if it's good or not. And when I took it out of the box, I saw a little scratch on the head already. There's a little white mark on it, and quality control isn't that good, isn't that well with this company. But other things about this piece is really, some pieces are really bad too. Let me tell you, when I was playing with this figure, the middle chest piece where the, you know, the particle laser or whatever it's called came off and dropped on the ground. Also, the little tiny spikes on his hand, where it's like this. This part is really easy to come off too. Came off when I took it out of the package. And also the back piece. Let me show the back. This little back piece. This little thing that covers it. It's for the stand. And really, you don't really need a stand for this kind of figure. This has a really good heft to it, and it stands really good. As I can tell you, it stands really good. Has a lot of good posability to it. Comes with 2 axes. It's pretty straightforward. Because there's a little 2 pieces of plastic that you put in like this, and you just slide the axe through the hole, and there's another hole right here in the middle, and that's it. And it just goes on the back. That's about it for the axes. For you to slide the little plastic pieces, got to take this part off and take these little pieces off. Put the axe back on. And that's about it. The axes look pretty detailed, and you get 2 of them. On this part, you just slide it back down and you snap it back in, and that's about it. Comes with a really nice cape. I love the cape. Really makes a good image of Black Getter. It doesn't come with the cape on it already. You need to put the cape on. It tells you to pull the head off. After that, pull this little plastic soft piece off, and then pull another piece off, which is the neck off. Then slide the cape on there. Don't do that. It's a waste of time. just pull the head off, pull the rubbery plastic piece off, slide the cape on, put the rubber piece, and put the head on, and that's it. Let's first talk about the articulation, and this figure has a lot of articulation. On his chest, you can move these two pieces outward. Reveals a little inside of the Getter. Same thing for his back. You just need to remove it out like that. You slide it back. You can slide it back in like that. That's about it. Let's talk about his arm articulation, which has a lot of articulation. You move left and right, up and down, all the way up like that. Just a lot of articulation on the arm. And you can spin it 360 right here. The great thing about Getter's arm is that other robots tend to have just a little, like a little piece right here that bends, and it shows a little articulation like that. You know, it could bend like that, and that's about it. But for this Getter Robo, you can pull it and bend it all the way like that, which is really cool. You push it back down like that. For his arms and hands, same thing. You can pull it in and push it out. But you gotta be really careful because this is not a ball joint. This joint only moves up and down, and that's about it. This joint is a straight joint where you could just push in one like that. Let's talk about this waist. It can go up and down, side to side. Pretty good, and rotate 360 too. And let's talk about his thighs. You see this real round thing right here? It's pretty cool looking. You could bend it out and in, which is really good. You could push it out like that, snap it in like that. Has a lot of posability. If you move it like that, it just has tons and tons of posability for this figure. Whoever designed this figure had did a lot of work. And same thing for his legs. You can pull it out a little bit and push it in a little bit. It just snaps in really good. His legs can move up and down, 360 left and right, and can push up and push down on his legs. I forgot to push up and push up like that, like that. Oh, this is a better view. That's about it. The only thing I really regret about this figure is that the quality of the plastic. It's easy to scratch. You might not see on a camera, but plastic is pretty much scratched already a little bit, kind of like blemished, not scratched, but blemished a little bit already. But you know, this is not a toy. This is just a really cool figure to have and enjoy on the shelf because it just looks really good. And one thing about this figure, it doesn't have any screw holes. It has holes to cover it. If you look at his arm, there's like a little, you know, screw hole cover. That's only 2 of them on his arms, on the back, and that's about it. This whole figure was put together in a way that's completed without any screw holes in the back, and that's amazing for a figure like of this, you know, caliber, which is really cool. still amazes me how... Oh, whoops. I just pulled too hard. Looks like I pulled too hard and the leg joint came off. It's okay. I just popped it back on. This probably leg joint wasn't as strong as this other one. Also comes with, you know, a lot of accessories. This one puts, you know, comes with it, and you could just put it on his hands like that. It just looks like that. Or just make him bend his body like that. Look at the pose. I probably won't put these little spikes on. I'll probably you know have his what do you call these, axes. And in order to put these axes on the hands, it comes with a lot of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs of hands. And this hand is for the axe. And all you need to do is just pull this part off, push this in like that on the back end. Take his arms, pull it out, and push it in. And that's it. Well, it's not going in. There it goes. And there's another pose. This figure is really nice and I like it a lot. It just has a lot of you know, issues with parts being easily blemished. Plastic, you know, the quality control is just not that good. Hopefully, you know, when you buy this figure, it doesn't come with blemishes on the figure and a little dot on its head. And it does come with, you know, a metal chain, which is really cool. And you can put the metal chain under his axe, so it's connected together. You know, I don't know why you would want to put a metal chain connected on both axes. Probably just makes it look cooler because the axes are connected, but in real life there's no point. Yeah, that's all there is. It also comes with this little stand thing, majig, and this plastic stand. Yeah, these parts are no use at all. It also comes with this part where you put it on the back and you connect the stand. No use at all. Just a waste of plastic. The cost around 80 bucks for this figure, and that price point for this figure I think is really worth it for all the posability this figure offers, and the looks of this figure, and the heft and the metal. The amount of metal on this figure is really good. It's pretty heavy, and I like it. I really like this figure a lot, and I won't resell it just because of that little black little thing on his head. I wouldn't resell this figure at all. I'll keep it in my collection. I'll put it in my glass case for now. New company, new figures. They're coming out with the Red Getter. It's coming out maybe in April, I think. So you need to pre-order it. You better pre-order it now, because after pre-orders are done, it just gets sold out already. This thing's already sold out already, and it's going for a hefty price on some auction sites already, and people are just, you know, trying to make a fast buck on it already. This figure is already hot already. New company, new figure, new metal. What do you call it? New metal. What do you mean new metal? New metal meaning a new company with new metal. Bandai, Sentinel's coming, and maybe Sentinel will make better figures than Bandai. So I hope you enjoy my review, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.